Hi guys, today I'm going to go and fish a place where we used to fish quite a lot. It was our go-to venue for some pike fishing at Kingsbury Water Park. I say it used to be because with flooding that happens there and weed issues, we found that the fishing had declined a bit. So we don't fish it as much as we used to, but today I'm going to go and try and fish as many pools as we can. There's about 8 pools on the day tickets and specimen size which I could fish. But usually when we go, we just choose our selection where we usually catch. But today I want to try and cover as much water as we can. I say try because when I lure fish for quite some time, the top of my back between my shoulder blades can ache. But since I've been wearing a posture support belt, that tends to help. Now we've had fish up to £18 on the day ticket side and Adrian's had a 20 from the specimen side. So it'd be interesting to see if I'm able to catch and what fish I can get out. So let's see how it goes. Right, so the plan is to start here, fish this little ditch here, then come round the mill pool, all the way around there, round the swan and back down. Now I don't know if I'm going to do the causeway yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then I'll go for a bite to eat, then I'll come back, and then there's a little pool just this bay here. There's usually a couple of fish in there, so I'll try that and I'll come up here and fish off this point into this little bay, and then depending on how I feel I might do this bank. But then what I would like to do afterwards is come over to the specie side, this is the specimen side, and then go and fish this kingfisher pool. It's usually full of lilies and I would like to try and do with some of the jig flies around the lilies, and maybe this cliff pool. But the last time I came in the cliff pool there weren't many pegs there, but we have had a few off there. And this Gibson's pool around about there was where Adrian had his 20 pounder from. So that's the whole complex. Some of them pools you can see you can fish, some you can't. The ones you can fish on a day ticket is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is their carp pool. That's become a night carp pool. That's their main carp pool, and today there's a carp British Championships happening on there. And these ones you can't fish, they're like boating lakes. That's a boating lake, nature reserves up here. A little bit of water which we call the ditch. It's like a runoff from the mill, and we've had a few pike out there before. There it is. I can see a tiny jack. Looks like he got some marks on him. Let's see if I go for this one now. No.
Yeah. I knew there's usually one lying around here. I bet they don't get fished much in here. So after a lot of casts with no joy, finally managed to get one of the Kingsbury pike out. I bet you this Paul don't get fished much. And just cast over to the trees and he shot out and nailed it. Lovely. Let's see if I can get another one. I can see another one's down there, right by this branch, right by where the other one's sulking. See if I go for it. Oh, here he comes. Yes! Yeah, oh no. Come on. Yes. Whew. The tools I use to unhook the fish, these Bickley stainless steel hook outs, absolutely fantastic. They are. A nice angle, give a good grip. Yeah, just down. As easy as that. So there you go. Another one to the Fox Pro Grub. I was just about to leave it, and then where the other one was sulking, I saw this one by it. I think it followed it from when I cast it in between the trees. It's got some marks on it. I don't know whether it's from spawning and that, like on the fins and the back of the tail, as though something else has bitten it. But again, lovely fish. Fought well, went quite mad. But yeah, it's just some marks at the back of his tail on both sides. But this little pool, which is a run-off of Bodymore Heath, I'm sure doesn't even get thought about fished much. And then these little ones come in here, gives you some cracking sport. Let's get it back. Off he goes. And goes down sulking in the same place as the other one did. Oh yes, fish on. Oh, it's come off. Damn it. Alright, let's change size. Let's see if they prefer the smaller one. See, I don't know if that hook's big enough for this one, look. See, look at that. I don't know if the body profile is blocking the hook. But we know this one catches. Let's see if I'll come back and take that one. Like I said, I don't think it felt the hook. Oh, yeah. Oh no. I think he's still behind it. Speedy up. Yeah, just turned off there, just in the shallow bit. So one behind it. Still looking. I'm running out of water. Yes, brilliant. Yes, brilliant. Got you. Oh, brilliant. As you saw, I thought he was running out of water to come and get it, but he definitely wanted it. And look at this gash by his tail. I think that must have been a bigger pike, because that's a horrible mark, that is, poor thing. Quite pale compared to some of the other ones. I don't know if this is the one that had a go at you a couple of times before, but yeah, chuffed. Let's get him back. And fish behind it. It's turned off. Where's he going? So in the end, there was rain stopped play, or more specifically, thunder and lightning stopped play. I don't mind fishing in the rain. I've got the clothing and the waterproofs, but when I heard the thunder, then that was it. No silliness from me. I, call it quits. Which is a shame, because there was at least one more pool on the specimen side called the Kingfisher I would have liked to have tried. I haven't caught much out of there. I had a big follow once, but it's a lovely little lake full of lilies, and I would have liked to have danced the flies around them and seen if I could get any take. But overall, it was like a story of two halves. The first half was just a hard slog with one little wounded pike follow to show for it. I was a bit disheartened then, but after a bite to eat and coming down to the lake at the bottom of Bodymore, getting them two fish, which are usually in there, there's usually a couple that find their way in there, then your motivation goes up. And then on Bodymore, when I had that one follow right in, I thought it was going to stop because the water was getting really shallow, and I had about 3 takes and 3 or 4 follows all from that little corner, so pretty pleased in the end. Would I come here again? Yeah, I will do, but I won't be going around all the pools like I do. I'll go around the usual spots because that's where they were today. They were where I thought they were, and I like to go over to the specimen side sometimes because the lakes around by us ain't really that good with pike at the moment. So this was our only venue really for lakes, which is a blessing for how we found the canals. Really, it gives you more venues to fish. But yeah, gonna go. Well, my back's all right. If any of you suffer from aches between the shoulders when you lure fishing, have a look into they're called posture correction thing supports, and they go around your shoulders, and when you're wearing it, it doesn't feel like it's doing much, but what I think it does is just pull the shoulders back a little bit, and it definitely helps me. So if you struggle with backache, then try and look into one of them. So hope you enjoyed it. So until next time, tight lines. Right, change of plan. As I was getting ready to leave, I saw a bit of blue sky in the distance, so I held on, and the rain's passed. So I've come over to the specimen side and see if we can get one out from here. This is the cliff pool on the specimen side. I'll never forget when we first joined, when you had to become a member, we fished with a surface lure, casting right over to that island and bringing it back, and something big followed it in because the wake behind it was huge. Never actually took it, but it's one of those things that you'll never forget. Oh, these birds. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've been over here. This corner usually produces a couple of stuff, so let's see how we get on. I'm going to start with a fly, as we don't have to cast very far. So start with the fly. Oh, what a start. This is a kingfisher pool. As you can see, lots of lilies. Looks perfect for surface fishing, but it is quite deep, so even though there's a lot of lilies, the pike can be quite a lot underneath them. So surface wise, we haven't really done that much really. Unfortunately, when I got here, the first thing I saw was a cormorant, but that's nature, I suppose. Right, let's see if I can get anything on the fly. So this is part of Gibson's pool. It goes round the back and comes back down here. And this is the peg where Adrian had his 20-pounder from down the side down here off the surface. Now that thing had a big head when he caught it. If that's still in here, it's got to be pushing 30. How was that? That carp, I think. Wherever it was, scared the crap out of me. I think that was a carp. And that was the specimen side. A bit disappointing not to see a fish. But the lakes were in a nice condition. It was good to see some more pegs having made on the cliff pool. So we'll have to give it another go sometime. But hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, tight lines.